Okay, wait, is there a mic? Can you guys hear me now? Wait. Are you serious? I think I may have just... Oh, goodness. Okay, I just basically have just been doing this recording without sound. Super sorry, guys. But it was on set to a different mic. Oh, sorry, guys. Hope you enjoyed that game, though. That was a really fun game. Oh, well, you missed my voice. I hope you didn't miss much, but... Okay, bummer. That's going to be weird. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, this is going to be weird because you're not going to hear my voice up until now. So, wow. Okay. Kind of at a loss here because I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stop and try to re-record because... Oh my goodness. Because this has to be put up. It has to be put up somewhere. Oh man. Just was doing that the entire time. And I might have to quit because it was without sound. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm just gonna proceed here. And this is gonna be a 2v2. Series is tied 1-1. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to proceed here. Alright, so in the top left-hand corner for WCE, we have Lumix. For SK, we have the Protoss Crushed QC. For WCE, we have Tenyu. And for SK's second player, we have Troy. So Troy and Crushed, so a PVZ VT VZ. Okay, so PVZ v TVZ. Alright. So Sun Fighting Spirit, again, a pretty cramped map. Only one third base for each player, pretty much. Not going to be definitely a map that has a lot of extra space. Yeah. I'm still in shock that the sound was off for the entire, almost hour I was recording. Okay, moving on. We got a pool coming down for both Zerg players. See if we probably just see a gate. Yep, gate. And barracks coming down here. Nothing, no crazy fast expands. And gas going down. Pretty much mirror builds from our Zergs, who are on different sides. But since, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to redo the intro. This is the Pan American Team League, and basically it's just a league where there are different clans that join up and play each other in a 10-week regular season and a 2-week playoff, and it's pretty fun. It's awesome. Its goal is to reinvigorate the American Brood War scene, and we're seeing a 2-gate out of Crush QC, and nothing else crazy. Looks like just 6 lanes coming for both our Zergs. Got to see double barracks. Okay, man, a lot of early instant action. Gonna be pretty micro heavy. This is gonna be pretty fun. Unfighting Spirit, one of the best maps ever created. It's one of the most balanced maps. Best maps is up to your opinion. I like it less than I did. I like it in PVT, but not in PVZ. PVZ, it's a little crammed for my taste. I don't like the lurker contain you can get here. It's pretty crammed in PVT, but It's not as bad as Circuit Breakers, in my opinion, from just what I play, my play style. Dancing around Lings, but 2 Zealots coming out here. And do we see just more Zealots building? A second hatchery and a creep colony going down. And a fast lair, which is going to get scouted, I believe. I think he saw that. So he should be ready for whatever he's throwing at him here. Assuming. Academy is almost done. And, ooh, missed the action here. Oh, good blocking at the ramp. He's able to deny this. Really good. That's Purple has a lot of more Lings. I mean, Lumix has a lot more Lings here. Ooh, he still might get it. Still might be able to focus down here. Oh, the cannons are going to finish, though. At least one of them. Oh, nice. Both the cannons are going to finish. That was a dive there. It did not work. The Zealots were just AWOL there. Looking to get a few Ling kills. Cannoning up himself. Supply blocked there. That's too bad. Going to be continuing to be supply blocked. 25-25, just chilling at 25-25. Food or supply, whatever you prefer. Stimpack coming out here. And some Firebats on the way. One Firebat on the way. And a medic. Lings are running around the map. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here just so I can see it a little better. Yeah, looks like a little bit of a push coming on Purple here. He does have 1 sunken. And 2 hatcheries, so a lot of Lings going to come out. But this could do stuff if he wants to decide to put a hatch there. I mean, do anything cheesy with that drone. Got some Marines coming out here. 3 Zealots against that many Marines, though, is dicey. All in a line here. He's furiously pinging to try to tell his teammate, ooh, his stim there, but no medics, and that's just going to die. Oh, not the best coordinated attack here. Oh, 1 Marine survives. That's nice. Can just provide a little bit of extra blocking. It's going to be enough to force these Zealots home. Nice hold there. Just producing more Lings. Looking just at stream across the map. And Hydras, few Utilisks coming out here. We'll say again, it is tied up 1-1. Lost track of what I said when the mic was muted and what was not. Yeah. Ooh, he really needs some goons out here. Deciding just to stick with Zealots. That supply block put him behind for a while. Cybernetic's core just finishing here. And a lot of Lings streaming in here. He probably can hold these. He probably can hold this ramp with these photon cannons. But these Mutalisks, though, and the Firebat. See what his friend is doing. The Mutalisks probably, yeah, we're going to clean this up. Uncontested pretty much. Pretty mucho. Be nice if they can snipe some Overlords in this early stage. Boom, boom. Put them down in food. Food supply. I say food. I think it's a little bit of a more descriptive term than supply. Supply of food. Plus, I've also played a little bit of Warcraft, so I kind of know what it is from there. 1 spore colony, though. 2 spore colonies up. I am seeing everything wrong today. Yeah, looks like it. Again, I'm sorry I'm saying so much. I'm still getting used to, still warming up my casting voice. I'm always doing this like at night when I'm not feeling so well. Like, looking for words to say. Yeah. Really would like him to invest in some goons. That would be nice. Probably a wise tech choice. And Templars. Pretty much Protoss is just throw Templars at their problem. It's like what I do, and just wait for Storm just to erase any lead that your opponent may have with some well-placed Psy Storms. Oh, last 2v2 I casted was awesome. I saw a Maelstrom. Somebody went for some BTs. They didn't do too much, but morphed it into a Dark Archon. And that was one of the winning strategies, as Jeff would say, that he employed, because, freezed all those mutas, then layered it with a storm and just wiped out every single one of his mutas. And it was quite a few mutas. It was maybe 1 or 2 control groups, so it was pretty huge. It's a big bio push coming out here. This looks like a pretty good hold, though. I don't know. Only like 3 medics. Might try to get on top of that. We'll see. Mutas can just harass these lings. These lings aren't going to do much. Looks like he's hoping to just use these lings as a kind of a meat shield. Pull drones. Stimming up here, okay. But, oh, sniped the Dark Templar. Not bad. And that push fizzled out with remains. Ooh, that medic death animation, though, it's sick. I remember that the medic death sound was one of the best. It's great. Still rocking 1 base for our purple, I'll say his name, Lumix. But Tenru is on 2 bases, so kind of making up for each other's economic difference. Oh, pushing in here with DTs. Trying to just focus down some spores. If he can focus down that spore, then these guys can kind of zone him out here. Oh, just needs to dive on that. Doing pretty well. DT's mutas, good unit combo. We've reinforced with mutas. 2 mutas out of zone. Interesting. Take out that Evo chamber. Would be nice. Take out some lings totally unnecessarily. Just putting out his 3rd base here. Both the Zergs only on 1 base. Our other players' their equivalents are macroing up pretty good. Really would love to see a Dark Archon. That would make me so happy if I did see a Dark Archon. Probably just trying to find some use for these Dark Archons for a little bit, but at a certain point they just get kind of useless. See, you attack here, you get 1 Marine, but then he scans and then you lose it, so. Really, see? Okay, you get 2 Marines. I mean, I guess it's a big, but then he's just going to stim. He has a science vessel. Yeah, I don't think we'll see any Dark Archons. Ooh, escapes with this one. Getting a high number of High Templars here. A high number. This bio push is scary, though. As Team SK needs to be careful they don't let this bio push do just wreck stuff. We're picking up a few enforcements. I like that. Probably can move in now. Pick off a few Marines. Maybe not now. Ooh, High Templar is so slow. Where are Brown's mutas? Brown's mutas are there. But if he gets a Uraniate, that'd be huge. Oh, got a Uraniate there. How good is the splitting? The answer is not very good, but good enough for now. Apparently he wanted to ping that for some reason. Brown's mute is going to come over to put on the pressure on purple. Brown still does not have a 2nd base, which I find scary. He has 900 minerals. He probably needs to slap 1 down if Team SK. Oh! Huge Psy Storm and damage that. That is so big. Oh my gosh. And that's Psystorm's a free unit, folks. Really any unit at all you get with Psystorms is good. And when you get that many units, well, that's not true. If you have a few number of High Templars, you really want to get a lot. But when you have as many High Templars as he does, Mr. Crushed, it's just nice. High Templar going in for another go, I think. Oh, this would be insane here. He is navigating up here, and ooh, the Irradiate proving to be kind of hard for him to deal with. Both those science missiles very low. See if he can get a storm. No, yes. Only gets 2 Marines to show for it, though. Important to note, his base is mined in here. Hopefully he does not just aim move and just lose everything. Third base down for Tenru. Tenru, the macroing MVP of this game. Double expand coming up for Troy. For Lumix, just rocking 1 base. Would not advise him to produce any more units before he expands, but he's choosing to expand for reasons unknown. It'd be really bad if he loses these High Templars, though, to anything. Oh, a Uraniate. Wait for a second. For half a second, I didn't think that you could do it to. I guess. Wait, Templars are biological. Duh. Okay. But you can do things like Reaver. Always is confusing with like. Wow, my voice. Sorry. Always is confusing with things like Terran and Protoss because not all their units are biological. Just like what can you do it to? This third base is getting shut down though. It's pretty big. Macro is there for our player. The other hand, for Lumix. Probably want to start looking into your natural. Probably going to be a good investment. Yeah. Losing that Archon there, kind of a bummer. Oh, Uraniate, the splitting is kind of difficult. Oh, now he's losing way too many mutas. Losing 4 when you could have... Oh. Ouch. Oh, getting a nice crunch on these goons. Squishy, squishy goons. Ouch. That hurts. No more storms. He's saying. Cannons, I think is what he's trying to say is cannons. He's probably trying to say cannons, put cannons up, maybe. There's no more cannons, though. This push could be the end of this team, even though just now getting his natural. I think Teryu macro's pretty good. Wow, just totally knocked everything over. Yeah, that's tough. Gonna lose his natural. Got his third up and running though. Unbeknownst to our other player. And yeah. Gonna clean that up nice. Muta count is getting quite high. I just really hope we don't see another Uraniate because that would just be terrible. Oh, looks like he stormed himself there. Had to morph into an Archon because of that there. Really wants storms, not Archons. I mean, storms, don't get me wrong, storms are fine, but Archons are fine, but you need storms. He needs to get High Templar here ASAP. Okay, choosing to back out. Kind of an odd game shaping up here. It's just kind of, it's high stress. WC's natural is going to fall. And replacing his natural is not something that comes naturally to Lumix here. Seeing how long it took him first time. just some lings on the map, really, is Lumix's contribution. He's like the guy is like, hey, I brought stuff, and he's like, oh, it's just some lings, oh, thanks. Just some mineral-only units that aren't really that helpful. Just provide about a half-second meat shield, if that. Yep. But those mutas kind of uncontested for better part of 10 seconds, looks like. Before his mutas can stream up or not decide to stream up. Looks like he's just going to abort that base, which I don't think is a good idea. I think you should try to really get some Scourge out. We saw this the first game. Sorry, the second game. Blue Storm, very few Scourge built. Scourge, you know, not trying to sound wise here, but, you know, Scourge, they're so good against science vessels. And when you don't build Scourge, science vessels really, they go uncontested because you can't get close to them with your mutas, or else you're just providing a good opportunity to do your irradiation. Starting to produce some tanks here. Really not that much anti-air here, to be honest, though. The tides may have turned. It looked scary for a little bit. Just deciding to let this tank get all it's worth in. The storms are real, are going to be real in a very short period of time. Lumix just rocking those lings, man. Banking like a boss. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, honestly, I thought that Tenru had pretty good control, and I thought he was going to keep him in the game. There we go. Scourge in here. Looking for them. He's looking for him. Spray. He's like, boom, boom. Oh, yeah. He found him. He found him. He found him. Nicely done. Would have liked to see him a little bit early. We got some mutas on the map. Yay. Very good. No longer banking that much, but a fourth base going down. You know, I said in the beginning that it's kind of a 3 bases per player. Well, it's 3 bases per player if you can hold that. I've yet to see a 2v2 in the Pan American Team League where a team takes this base. I feel like Brown could. So I kind of missed the memo there. I guess he held on despite an insane amount of storm capability. Winning strategies. Probes transferring here to his now 4th base. Actually, only has 7 gates and 3 forges. I guess he forgot about upgrades, then just decided to plop them all down at once. But I think that he could put a few more gates down if he wants to. I mean, you can support 8 gates off of 2 bases, and he has like 7 gates. I mean, he has 4 bases, so he should probably get up to 15 gates, I would suggest. Still, though, as long as you're constantly producing, tanks getting a good vantage point. There's just too much toss, I think, though. Gonna lose a few probes, but that might be it. Lumix got shut down again. GG's called, and that's the game, folks. So, SK does go up 2-1 here. Alright, so exit out of this, get into the next replay, which is going to be on Talcross. Talcross. Load replay. Talcross. Okay, Kauai versus Talent. Set 4. This is the 4th set. It is 2-1. And in the 10 o'clock position for Team SK, we have Talent. And in the 4:30 clock position for WCE, we have Kauai Rice. My voice is so crackly and hoarse. Let me get some water here a second. Get some water. There we go. That's better. That's a little better. My throat's still super sore. Gonna reveal entire map. It's just the best. Can take in all of Talcross here, all of the beautiful, beautiful scenery. But this is one thing I'm talking about is it's got open spaces for sure. You know, Talcross does have a lot of open spaces, but it's not as open as like Circuit Breakers or Fighting Spirit or Python, newer maps. Talcross, older school map, 2006. They like to not have a lot of space in the middle. Maps like Blue Storm, maps like, oh, it escapes my mind. Benzene, a little different. The newer maps, Heartbreak Ridge, you know, Fighting Spirit, all those. Andromeda, all have the more open middles. I think that's a characteristic of newer maps. I'm going to zoom back in for all the people that like it zoomed in. And yeah, about overlays again. You watched last week, it has a super nice overlay. Well, I had to edit the overlay for the teams. Okay, so I had to put everybody's names in and stuff. But the thing about that is you have to remember to adjust it into the right file format, and I did not. And I'm getting ready to cast and live, and I realized it's not the right file format. So I have to put our old link in, and that's why the replay progress was not covered up for a little bit. So again, my apologies for that. Next week I should be back with a new and improved overlay. Should say a nice big thing here and maybe a nice thing here and have a nice transition screen. Oh, I forgot to put this in the transition screen. I can, after this game, if WC wins this game, I will put us into the cool transition screen that I made. You guys saw it last week, or if anybody's watching last week. Not a lot of viewers this week. I got quite a bit more last week, but yeah. Take another drink of water here. In other news, the iPhone X just dropped today. Kind of exciting. I know a lot of people who gonna be camping out, hoping to make some sweet profits. Just gonna be a 1 gate out of our Protoss. No 10-15 gate play, which I personally think is pretty strong. Just ask Noni. He thinks it's pretty strong. I think it's pretty strong. Just going for 1 gate. APM high, still spamming. Kauai Rice took the 1 win on Blue Storm against his Zerg. I'm looking forward to seeing his TVP play. Just getting a feel for all these players here and all their different play styles and stuff. It's going to be fun. I believe that there is going to be a Pan American Star League where the top 16 scoring players of the Team League are going to get together and play and have a little tournament there and have some prize money. And yeah, and I think it's going to be before the next season of this, which this season ends, I believe, Thanksgiving is when it ends, ish around there, sometime November, which I'm not really looking forward to because It gets cold, and I don't like cold. I just not a huge fan of the cold winter. It just I'm not a big fan. I'm more of a warmth person. But if he gets this siege tank in a good position here, he should be able to back these goons away. I get a marine out of here. Gets one marine. Gets two marines. I'm just gonna go in for a third marine. Gonna go in for maybe a fourth. Gonna go in, ooh, a little bit of a weird micro there. Just delaying the push here, which is what you have to do. You have to be active with your goons. You have to just get enough time just to pump your goons out. Going there for another marine. Has lost one goon there. I'll take 4 or 5 marines to one goon. I don't think that's that big of a deal. It's certainly not optimal, but he's forcing them back. Otherwise, it would have been scary if he walked into his door with that many marines. Another drink of water here. Nice. Smooth water. Just producing tanks out. That's 3 tanks. None of these are damaged. Base is up and running here. Increasing his goon count and going for fast obs. Just deny a lot of pressure of mines. Really just give you full map control. But yeah, Towercross does... Oh man, my voice. It keeps slipping. Keeps slipping up and down. Never slips during the day, but when I cast at night, it does. Yeah, nice scouting position here. Towercross does have that easy gas third. It's relatively easy to screw. You got this bridge here you got to worry about. And then you got this mineral only thing here. So if you lock this down, lock this area down, and then you got this down, then you got not sure what that was. Then you also have a thing. Got that fourth here. That's mineral only. Really not sure what that was. I think something hit my window. That's weird. That's a weird sound. But getting a lot of zealots out here, but no speed on the way. So just slow zealots. But kind of going in here, kind of for a bulldog-ish push with a shuttle and a lot of goons and obs. And there's a missile turret up here, so the shuttle, it could do work, could do not. Could do stuff, could not. You know, it could a lot of tanks here. But again, that shuttle is great on these tanks, and Towercross is, I'd say, a pretty good map to do bulldog on. Just because you can kind of come in with your shuttle here and then snipe in there. I actually forget if this is exactly a bulldog push or not. Well, no, it wasn't because he didn't have the 2 gates. But it's a similar-ish push with the shuttle full of slots. Where is that shuttle? Where in the world is that shuttle? Here we go. Okay, just diving right for it, but not all of his tanks are sieged. Okay, so that was kind of a little sloppy there. Just kind of revealed his shuttle. Because it is a surprise, you know, the shuttle comes out with zealots. He tries to just wait, get an obs, make sure when all the tanks are clumped and sieged. The Terran is being sloppy here. The shuttle's at half health. Just wait for it to regen shields and then go for a drop here on some stuff. Or better yet, looks like he's going to push out here. Negate the effect of that shuttle. Not that many goons out. Going to get 1, 2. Just going to be a slow push and going to take a tank out. Nice. Not losing many goons. Control. Losing 1 goon. Okay, back away. Going to lose a lot to those mines. Lost 2 there. Okay. Alright, decent control with the zealots. Taking out a few tanks. Honestly, he was in a decent position to get that one tank and just back away. Now he lost almost all of his goons. Got a lot of goons though. Should be fine. He's got his third on the way. Should be fine. Did lose that shuttle, right? Yeah, he lost the shuttle. What was I talking about as my off topic when things got boring? Oh yeah, the iPhone 10. The first price is $1,000, which I think seems a little high for iPhone. You know, like what was the last one? Like $600, $700. Seems a little bit of a jump, to be honest. To be honest, at least for design, it looks like kind of they're just copying. Kind of like copying Samsung's look a little bit with the full rounded edges and stuff. Third base going up for Kawaii Rice. Vulture's coming in here. Oh, and he's prepped and ready. Just gonna lay some mines down. Tower cross. It's all about bridge control. And the thing that I like about Tower Cross is that you can't really, I mean, you can, but it's hard to really, quote unquote, control the center. Like you have some stuff here, and then you can't reach here. It's you know, you can have here or here, but you don't have like this one area where you just totally control the center. There's a lot of bridges, you know, there's these side bridges here, and it's easier to switch stuff around in. And it makes it funner, in my opinion. You know, with especially PBT, Terran, they just control the center. They just push out, bunker up, slowly move in. It gets really hard to beat and kind of not super fun. But it's, you know, more interesting when it's all about these little bridges, little angles here. Stuff. Honestly, probably next base he will take is this one. He will clear it out. Engaging some of these vultures with these goons. Vultures are basically free. They're 75 minerals. They're less than a zealot. So, I mean, they really just, you know, trading vultures for goons is always a interesting thing. Always a effective thing. Looks like he might try to take a base here. This is pretty defendable. This base right here, this natural for this base, it's super defendable, super easy to hold with just a few goons here. And then you can get that gas. Let's check his tech. I missed tech. Arbiter is out. Arbiter tech's out. Does he have stasis on the way? So I'm assuming he went stasis before recall. I'm assuming he doesn't have recall. Staying pretty low econ, macroing pretty good. Terran, they're about tied in supply, which is worrying. The tank push is coming out. It's all about angles. He needs to start prepping troops now, moving stuff into here and here. See where he goes here. I'd like to see him pounce on a few tanks. Has a pretty goon-heavy army. Doesn't have a lot of zealots out. That first arbiter should be out. Is it out already? Okay, just out. Gonna provide detection. And it might surprise him for a minute. Okay. This is a good angle to him for attack into it if he has enough speed zealots. Arbiter going the wrong way. And he's just dodging the army. This is a pretty gutsy move. He's just going for a full wraparound. Ooh, lost a lot of haphazard loss of a lot of goons there. And I'm not sure that this is the best decision. It's interesting. Okay, the tanks are sieged though. Doesn't have enough speed zealots, I think. Oh, and then the tanks, once they start getting some volleys off, they just start shredding this. It was an interesting move. Yeah. It's tough to fight Terrans there. Don't think he has enough gates to really replenish troops quick enough. He's got this Arbiter out. He's going to have enough for maybe a stasis. I'm definitely one stasis. No other Arbiters in production. I mean, he's low econ because he's macroing the heck out of him. That's all he can. Stasis there, doing okay. Still, though, kind of a last-ditch effort. I think his army comp might have been a little goon heavy there. Possibly, maybe not. Oh, just trying with his last-ditch effort here to clean him up. Clean up a few tanks. It's always nice cleaning up a few tanks here and there. He's got pressure on this base, though. He's got a few tanks pushing out here. It's 3 base v 3 base. Important to note, though. 4th base will be here. This is not quite dead. Oh, the push petering out for Talent. He's holding on. Oh, he could have taken that tank out there. That's a bummer. And now he might lose some more. Oh, this is going to be painful to watch. Oh, he didn't. Not the best control. He needs to save every single one of these goons. Oh, and losing all these probes. Ooh, that's tough there. He needs this base if he's going to survive, if he's going to keep all these gateways powered. Got a missile turret out. EMP's going to be out soon enough. Only 93 supply. The supply tells it all. Okay, he's got a foothold for a minute here. He's got a breather, and he can send a few probes over. But, oh, that was such a pain. So painful. Now he has to reproduce probes. Oh, that might be one of the biggest blunders. He's going to be kicking himself here. You know, if he would have had that, then he would have had a lot more cash, and he can just have non-stop speed zealot production here. Moving around the map, trying to get a good angle, but there's just too much stuff, I think. Yeah, definitely in the chat if you're watching, let me know. Let me know if you've enjoyed this. I know it was so weird that it got cut off like halfway through. I guess I'll have to see if I can use it as the VOD. I know it was so weird that it got cut off. Sorry about that. This is a tough position. I always feel bad for Broaddus here because it's like he didn't do anything wrong. It's just mech's hard to play against. It's hard to beat mech. It takes a long time before you can beat a really good mech player, at least in my opinion. You know, PvZ and stuff like that. There's some. Yeah, I don't know. It's just confident I feel saying this, but oh yeah. So WC wins the game. Kauai Rice. So now it's tied 2-2. Awesome. Cool. That's so cool. I thought for sure that SK was just going to beat him. Boom. Transition now. Into transition and mission. Exit replay. Exit replay. Okay. Let's go to match point. It's exciting here. Okay, this is the ace match. WCE versus SK on Destination. In the top rightish corner, we have SK's Terror. And in the bottom, for WCE, we have the Yellow Zerg playing for WCE, Striker. PVZ and TVZ on Destination, a 2-player map. You know another thing I said about those old maps? They don't got big open areas. Got some little areas, but they like having big obstructions in the middle, like bridges and little alleyways and little tight things like that. Not these big open maps. Fun maps, though. Destination, a very cool map. Of course, Destination. It's got that back alley here. It's dangerous. You can get siege tanks and all sorts of fun stuff can happen. Got that 0 mineral patch you can mine through and get into that nice back expansion. Mineral only. Probably just going to see a wall off into FE. And yeah, I'm going to switch back because I am really not all here. I am going to switch back into game mode. Boom. Alright, there we go. Got that hatchery up, and SCV coming across. 2-player maps, so always get scouting right. 4-player maps can be a little challenging. If you get that scout wrong on the wrong side, you have to pull an extra probe. It's frustrating. And we'll see if we see a bunker getting put down here to hold off this. It's on Destination, so there is a lot of ramp area here that he can, put static defenses down, make it really strong. He can lock down this mineral only third. Pull up no gas yet, just going for a pool gas. Okay, he's pulling probes, pulling SCVs here, and he's going to go for kind of a push here. This Overlord will not spot it, though. Ooh, Terror. This could do a lot. He went for a 2 Marine, all in. 3 Marine, all in here. Pulled probes. Man. Lings are just going to be done here. He's going to have to react. He's pulling drones. Oh, see whose control is better here. Picked off a drone, and if that bunker goes up, it's just so good. Oh, the bunker's up, and the drones are now locked out permanently. Oh, just a second there, and he might have been able to cancel. Got that SCV there, and now that bunker's up. SK. You guys are boss. You guys bring good strategies. Destination, it's such a good cheese map because there's 2 players. Just the mass repair. It's there. It's... Wow. GG. Wow. WCE put up a good showing. Went to 2-2. This is the first match I've seen that's gone to 5 games. Take your hats off to WCE. They did really well. Kawhi Rice, in particular, getting 2 of their games. I think he's going to be a Star League candidate. Yeah, definitely WCE. You guys tried hard. SKA, a really good team. They will only get 1 point out of this, so it's going to put them back in the rankings. And WCE is only going to lose 1 point, so it's going to, not be a walkover. Most of the matches in the first week were 3-0s. But wow, so 1 point goes to SKA here. A-team, that's A-team looks solid. Okay. Alright, I'm going to close it out here. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week. I'm going to be doing week 3 and hopefully all the weeks of the regular season, up to 10 weeks. And yeah, tomorrow night, tune in to Zealot Feathers if you want to watch. We're going to be StarCraft 2 Clan War, Sonic Aftermath versus Pigpan. If you want to see that, tune in to, actually not Zealot Feathers, to Sonic Aftermath. We're going to be there. We're going to be hosting it. Yeah, again, sorry, my voice. Hopefully I get over this sore throat. Makes it hard to cast, but I enjoyed it. I love the Pan American Team League, and I really like what Sonic Reaver is doing with this league. And see you guys next week, hopefully with some really awesome Root War action. Alright guys, take it easy.